What do you do when you have a really bad day? Because it happens to all of us. Sometimes big life hits us and we get laid off from work, or we get in a gigantic fight with our partner, or one of our family members is sick, or we ourselves, we get injured or ill. Like, all of those things can bring up really big emotions and super trigger and activate our systems. I personally am an expert in this because I used to get so upset. I had no ability to calm myself down whatsoever. I would have hyperventilating panic attacks. There were times when I was a drinker that I literally knelt in the street screaming and the police had to come and get me. And I thought that the only way that I could fix that was by taking benzos. I used to eat Klonopin like it was candy, you guys. It was not a pretty picture. The transformation from that woman to the woman I am now standing before you is massive. And you can do it too. It's actually not that difficult. I had to learn how to just breathe. That's how I was able to get through panic attacks. I had to learn how to calm myself down and to not go into a giant trauma freak out loop that was never ending, that left me activated for weeks. Like, when something big happens, we have to feel it, but then we can let it pass through us. We don't need to stay in that upset state for a long period of time. So it can be just as simple as saying, wow, I'm really activated. I can feel myself. My heart rate is beating. I'm yelling. I'm upset. And just stopping, excusing yourself in the room and going to the bathroom and sitting on the edge of the toilet and breathing for 5 minutes. It can be that simple. But you can also use some of the other techniques that I've mentioned for energy work. I love EFT tapping. I think that's also really effective to talk through the things that you're dealing with. And after a crisis is over, make sure that you give yourself a lot of TLC, because your system needs time to integrate that information. And you have a choice. You can go into a loop thinking about it over and over, or you can let it move through you and learn the lessons and continue to use these energy work practices in order to uncover the insights and the gems that live inside. I want to close this video by just showing you a really lovely breathing technique. This is butterfly breathing. Well, at least that's what I call it. So hook your fingers like this, and then you're going to tap your chest like this. This helps balance both the energy channels in your body. And then you just breathe. Longer out breath than in breath. I promise if you do that for 2 minutes, you will feel better. And if you do it for 5 minutes, you'll feel a lot better. So give it a try. Thank you so much, you brave, beautiful rebel hero.